and welcome. Thank you for joining me at the table. I'm Thomas Dodderwick, and this week I have the great pleasure of sitting down with yet another one of our men in formation for the priesthood here in the Diocese of Great Falls-Billings, Andy Tran. Andy, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for inviting.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Andy.
Well, my name is Andy Tran, and I was born in Vietnam, raised in America. I came to the U.S. when I was 11 years old. So my family is in Minnesota.
Okay.
Yes, and then finished middle school, high school, and college. But college I finished in Missouri.
Interesting. Yes. And what did you study in college?
Finance and accounting.
Excellent.
Yeah.
How did you, if you grew up in Minnesota, went to college in Missouri, how did you end up getting connected with the Diocese of Great Falls-Billings?
Well, it's a very coincidence. Yes, I get to know the Great Falls, Montana by another priest, which is Father Joseph Tran. He used to be in a religious order.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then one time I just called him, and then we will have a basic conversations, and then he asked me how's my vocation, because we used to be in the same religious order. So I said, well, I'm still browsing, and then he said, like, well, you check out Great Falls. Mm-hmm. I say, okay, let's give it a shot. Yeah, and then he gave me the Monsignor Dan, mm-hmm. Father Dan number. So I call, and then I say I'm interested, and then we go from there. And now I'm at the help here. Yeah. In
this stage of your formation, what kind of things are you doing? Because you're not formally at a seminary yet, and so you are living here in Great Falls. What kind of stuff are you doing to start your formation?
Well, I was assigned for Holy Spirit, help out and shadow Father Doug and the staff at the parish. So get to know the living and the life of being a pastor like Father Doug.
Sure.
So I was helping and shadow them, and basically just a very basic work.
What is it about ministry in Great Falls-Billings, specifically in this diocese? What is it that draws you? Because there's dioceses all across the country that need priests.
I agree. Last year when I come and see, and then have a chance to go here and there to Rocky Boy, and then Billings, Livingston, and then have a few conversations with each of the pastors, and then come to know that each of them have to carry a few missions. Mm-hmm. Those missions draw my attentions.
I see.
Yes, and I feel like my heart, fell for it.
Sure.
So that's why when I come back, I say, okay, I decide to join it because I love doing the mission work.
Can you speak a little bit or share a little bit about your vocational journey? I know that it's been a long discernment process for you, and so can you just share a little bit of those details?
Talking about my vocation, it's quite struggle. But then again, come until now, I can see its own, God hand and lead me.
Sure.
At the very beginning, when I was in high school, I never thought of being consecrate myself or become a priest at all. Even my family member. And then one time I went to church, and then during the mass, there's a passage, the vineyard. Yes, ask your labor to your masters to send more labor, and then that quote stuck in me, and then ever since it's grinding, and then I start joining the Vietnamese orders, the religious order in Missouri, for quite a few years to discern what is my vocation will be, and I come to like it. Mm-hmm. Yep, and then afterward for a few years I take off because I see like this is not my life, because they are more into contemplating. Yeah, and I'm more like serving.
Sure.
Yeah, so I take off, but I was a little challenged God too. Yes, our relationship like play hide and seek. When he seek me, I was hiding. And then now I seek him, he was hiding. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this relationship is unexplainable.
Yeah.
But then again, whenever I encounter, I feel like this is it. This is the call, not a feeling, not an emotion.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I procrastinate. Sometimes I'm procrastinating my call too. Yes, and I say, you know what, why don't you just wait? Because I haven't had fun yet. Yeah, then again, he's still waiting. Mm-hmm. I feel he's waiting. Every time we go to like Sunday Mass, this is another tricky here. I feel like I'm coming home. Mm-hmm. You know, to my Father's house. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, every guilt or every problem that I made, I feel like, oh my God, why I have, you know, to do this and done like that for him.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I decide, okay, this is a call, not no longer a feeling or discerning.
What are your next steps then along this discernment and vocational path? Where do you go after this time here in Great Falls-Billings?
Well, after short period of times for shadowing and you know, like maybe consider like a pastoral work or something, but then I will go back to school, yes, to finish my theology in Wisconsin, Sacred Heart.
How long will that take?
Until now, I'm not pretty sure because the you know, the education program is kind of shifting, starting I think like last year or something. So they no longer, they say like, okay, you have to be 4 years of philosophy and a 4 years of theology. Mm-hmm. But now they're changing the word into like a propedeutic years, disciple and configure it, mm-hmm. and then come to. But maybe on my stage until now is I'm at the configurations.
I see.
So around like three and a half.
What does your family think of your discernment of becoming a priest and serving in Montana?
Well, until now they're very supportive. Yes, when talking about my vocation, they highly recommend and very supportive.
Good.
Yes. So that makes me a little relief, you know, and worry. Yeah.
The Seminarian program in the Diocese of Great Falls-Billings is funded through our annual Catholic Appeal. Mm-hmm. And so all of the formation that you're receiving is through the generous support of our parishioners here in the diocese. If you had an opportunity to speak directly to them, if they're watching right now, what would you say to those people?
Well, first of all, I appreciate and thank you with all my heart. I don't know what to say, but like I always keep all the people of the Great Falls throughout the diocese in my prayer, because sometimes I feel like I am nobody and I'm nothing at all. But sitting here and talk to you know, the people of Great Falls, I feel it's a privilege, and I feel like it's all God's work, not my work at all, because I haven't done anything at all. So once again, I very appreciate and keep you all in my prayer.
Andy, thank you for taking time today to sit down and visit with me and to just share a little bit about your vocational journey and to introduce yourself to the people of God of Eastern Montana.
Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. Thank you.